Darlene Grandy here, and guess what? I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary in Send Out Cards. And I'm coming up on my 9-year anniversary that I reinvented my life in network marketing after 19 years of being a traditional business owner owning salons and spas. And I am super excited to bring you what I've learned, so stick around. Okay, what I want to start out with is why MLM. First of all, it doesn't matter what you do in business, you need leverage in your life. Means that you need people working either for you or with you if you want to be an entrepreneur or a business owner, or else you are gonna just work a job. Okay, regardless if you're working for somebody else, you're their hands, or if you're working for yourself all by yourself, you still just own a job. You need leverage. I learned that in my salons when I had 49 sets of these working for me. They're called employees. Some were independent contractors. And they created me what was called wealth. We were doing $3 million a year and I was living a debt-free life. I had multiple locations, and that's entrepreneurism. That's business of any kind. Okay, and then came this thing called the crash back in 2008. And we did what most people did and invested our money in stocks and real estate. And like what happened to most people, we crashed in the stock market and nobody was buying homes. Okay, so then I learned about this thing called network marketing. I didn't believe in network marketing before I knew network marketing. I was a skeptic. Now, the definition of business is something that requires an investment and then a transaction between a customer to a product or a service for profit. In my salons, my investments was hundreds of thousands of dollars. It took me 3 years of payroll and bills and working day in and day out just to get back to $0. Meaning from that point forward, I was now making a profit. And that's business. And then I reinvented my life in network marketing because I understood investment and transaction between a customer to a product or a service for a profit. So instead of investing $500,000, I invested a few $100s over here. And we made our first profit in our first week. And we made our first $1 million in 3 years. Okay, so recap. Traditional business, hundreds of thousands of dollars of investments. Transactions happened between customers with haircuts and colors, shampoos and conditioners. It took me 3 years before I got back to $0, which is just even. Network marketing, I invested a few $100s, transactions between customers to products and service, profit the very first week, my first $1 million in 3 years. So I want you to understand that it's still business. You only have a few ways to make a living in the world. Employee, work forever. Entrepreneur, lots of overhead. If it's a traditional entrepreneur, lots of overhead. Employees, lots of transactions. You can't travel the world. You're going to die in the town that your business is in. And then there's network marketing. When you create business with the network of the World Wide Web wrapped around it, you are now no overhead or low for anything. Your investment is low, your overhead is low, there's no employee payroll taxes, you can live anywhere and travel anywhere, and you can do it any time of day. It's 24/7 money. So that is why I got in the industry of network marketing. Did you know that network marketing is the second highest paid industry to professional league sports? What does that mean? That sports people make the most amount of money. We all know that. But look what they have to go through in order to make all that money. But in network marketing, more millionaires are made through network marketing. And you wouldn't know this unless someone in your family had done it before, or you personally knew someone that did, because they don't teach network marketing in school. I didn't even know what network marketing was until someone educated me on it. A lot of people don't even know what MLM is until I name a few companies, and then they kind of get it. So we're going to start with the oldest one out there, which is Avon. Have you ever heard of Avon? Your grandma and your great-grandma probably did it. And then there is Herbalife, and there's Amway, and there's good old Tupperware, and there's Shackley, For Life, Melaleuca, Vima, ACN. There's hundreds and thousands of MLM companies. And what do? They have to connect customers to their product or service. They have to sample out their products. They have to educate people on what it is that their products do, and that is MLM. My first company that I got involved with was a service company, and I was with that company for about 4.5 years, and I built a network of about 45,000 people, and I made my money from cell phone bills and internet and cable bills that were getting paid every single month. Well, like in many businesses, that business went out of business, very much like my hair salon went out of business. It's just business. So then I had to ask myself, what do I want to do? By then I knew I was a network marketer. I love network marketing. So I looked for another company. And from there I went to a health and wellness company. And I had to learn ingredients, and I had to stock products, and I had to sample out products every day. And that was great. I built a team of a few thousand people. And like in business, that company went out of business for a little bit. They're open again now. But during that time, I had to find a new home because I am a network marketing professional by this point. I'm not one of those people that says this is my last rodeo and I'll never do another company after this, because if anything happened to this company, what are my options? Remember, am I gonna go get a job and be an employee? No. Am I gonna go open another traditional business like a hair salon? No, I won't have any capital, and I don't want to work for 3 years before I make a profit. I am a network marketer, and I'm shooting this video today because I want everyone out there to understand this industry, because it can give you what you want out of life faster than your other ways of making a living. Okay, before I jump into why I love send-out cards, I want to talk about what is send-out cards. Send-out Cards is a company that was founded in 2004 by a gentleman named Cody Bateman because of a prompting, a word I never heard of, a prompting that he had that he didn't act on to tell his brother that he loved him, and then his brother passed away. And so Cody started this company so that he could act on his promptings. And a prompting is when, like the best one I can give you is when you're scrolling through Facebook and you see that so-and-so's mother died and you say, oh, I should send them a card. Or so-and-so just had their baby and you're like, oh, I should send a gift. Or it's so-and-so's birthday and you're like, oh, I should do this. You know, it's the oh, I shoulds, but the things we never do, because in the world today, things are such an inconvenience and a hassle and so expensive. So that is what Send-Out Cards was built for and started for, was to allow people to act on their promptings. The product of Send-Out Cards is very unique, which is what made me also fall in love with this, is because there's no competition. No one can say to me that they can get what we do cheaper, which in network marketing, most products are marked up because the profit needs to go back to the distributor. In Send-Out Cards, we are the only company in the MLM arena that the product is cheaper than you can get it for in the marketplace. Up to a fifth cheaper. Think about a greeting card. How much do you spend on greeting cards today? If you buy them from the dollar store, they're $1, but they look like they're $1. If you want to get a nice card, it's anywhere from $2, $3, $5, $10, $15. And then you have to get a stamp at a post office, you have to put it in an envelope, and you have to go find a mailbox to mail it. And that's how we used to do letters. Okay, today we live in an app world. Apps are where the trends are right now. So from an app on your phone, you can take a selfie with someone, or a picture, or a stock card. There's tens of thousands of them in there, and you can drop it right into your app on a card, write a message in your own handwriting, and hit send. The company will print it, address the envelope, put a stamp on it, stick it in a mailbox tomorrow, and mail it for you, all for less than a couple dollars. Okay? And you can't get that done anywhere else. And so that's the product. Another reason that I love it is because there's no inventory and there's nothing for people to taste, no ingredients for me to have to convince people of, and it is an instant emotional attachment. We all know that you must emotionally touch somebody for them to know you, love you, or like you, or to want to be a consumer or a customer of your product. Okay, so when you send someone a card and tell them that you love them and they open that card, they're emotionally affected. And it's not going to give them diarrhea, it's not going to give them a rash, they're not going to have to ask their doctor, they're never going to tell you that they didn't open your card or that it's still sitting in a cabinet somewhere. You will never have to deal with any of that. Some more reasons that I love is that I don't have to train people on it. Apps are self-taught in today's world. I load an app on somebody's phone that's free, they put in my code, they go have fun sending cards to their friends and family. Their friends and family get those cards and they want to do it too, and it just keeps carrying on from there. They say download the app and it just keeps moving on from there. And our ingredients, if we were to have ingredients in this company, it's love, empathy, congratulations, sympathy, celebration, condolences, just because, I'm sorry, and gratitude. Those are the most emotions you can get and give. And when you give someone a card, you feel amazing. You can pull someone out of depression. You can pull them out of addiction. You can pull them out of sadness. You can put a smile on someone's face that needed one really bad. All from our product. Now let's talk about retention. In my hair salons, I retained customers because we sent them thank you cards and we appreciate your business cards and thank you for the referral cards, and we made them feel special. Trust me, they didn't stay with us because of the price. We were the highest priced salon in town. Customers will leave you not because of price and not because of service. They will leave you because of a perceived indifference that they think you do not care about them. And so they stuck with us because we celebrated them and they knew it, and we did it with cards, the old-fashioned way. The retention is huge because you can't get our product anywhere else, and people love the way it makes you feel, and it doesn't require you to have to educate anyone on it, and a shy, introverted person can do this business because they don't have to go do meetings and they don't have to go convince their friends to listen to them. But they do have an emotional inside, and once they put it on words and they send those words in a card to someone that they love or like, it is so powerful. It gives them a platform of a voice. And you're making people feel special, and once people start sending cards, they don't want to stop because of the way people make them feel when they get their cards. So there's long-term retention here, and I love it. Investment. The overhead to this business is so low. It does require an investment because every business does. So traditional is hundreds of thousands. In network marketing, it's a few $100s usually. And then you have overhead. Your overhead is your product investment, so you can continue to use the service. That's network marketing. And so in my last company, my overhead was a couple $100s a month. In this company, it's less than $50 a month. Yep, less than $50 a month. I have my overhead requirements that I need in order to be qualified. And it's no secret that these guys are changing the world. I used to do business through brick and mortar. I don't. I replaced my world with click and order. And now the hottest trends are apps. And that's what our company is about. It's about an app. It's about a trend. I will be able to say in my lifetime, I made my wealth from an app. My daughter will say, remember when we used to have to put a letter in a mailbox and put a stamp on it and go find a blue box to put it in, Mom? That's the way the world is changing. Think about companies like Uber and Netflix and Airbnb and Periscope, and now Facebook has an app. Everybody's got an app. Starbucks has an app now. Apps are the new trends that are happening right now. I made it in the day spa trend. Day spas aren't opening anymore. Now I'm making it in the app trend. All right, everyone, I hope this helped you learn about network marketing, MLM, traditional business, leverage, residual income, and send-out cards.